Hi everyone, welcome back to another beauty class with Boutique NYC. I'm Dana, and if you're wondering why I'm looking a little weird right now, it's because I have half of my face done, and you'll find out why in just a second. So today's beauty class is all about complexion. So what is complexion? Complexion is basically creating a nice flawless base. Complexion's all your skin products, your foundation, concealer, primer, all the above. And that's what we're focusing on today. I did a little bit of just a little mascara and brow to tie it together, but we're going to take you from this mess to this. So thank you so much for being here. As always, if you have questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will get to them. Also, we are doing a giveaway today with a brand called Amazing Cosmetics, which we're going to be featuring in our video today because they are like the queen of complexion. And we're doing a giveaway for our Beauty Club members of the Amazing Cosmetics Illuminate Primer and Highlighter. This is in the shade Rose, so it's like a nice rose gold primer that gives you a glow to your skin. We're giving this away for free to one of our Beauty Club members. So if you are not a Beauty Club member, visit this link right here and join our Beauty Club. It's our totally free membership. And then shoot us an email, hello@boutique.nyc, and let us know that you're interested in winning this product, and you will be entered in our giveaway. So that being said, we're going to get started today. And for those of you who are just joining, hi, hello. We're going from this to this today, and we're going to be talking about complexion and how to find your correct shade and how to apply your products to go from patchy, red, discoloration, whatever your skin concerns are, to a nice, smooth, flawless complexion. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to talk about is primer. Now, you don't have to use a primer. It's not essential. You can still do your makeup without primer, but there are a lot of benefits to primer. It will make your complexion makeup last longer. It will fill in your pores and creases. There's a lot of benefits depending on the type of primer. If it's a primer like this, it's going to give you a nice rosy glow all day. But the primer I'm going to use today is the Anti-Aging Face Primer from Amazing Cosmetics. This is a really awesome product because it has actual anti-aging benefits in the product itself. So this can be even worn alone. If you don't feel like putting makeup on like this, you can wear this alone for a day where you don't want to wear makeup, and it's just going to smooth out your fine lines and wrinkles, fill in your pores. It's going to mattify you a little bit in areas that you typically get shiny. It has moisturizing agents in there and vitamins A and E. It's oil free. It's all the good stuff. It's all the good. This is, again, the Anti-Aging Face Primer from Amazing Cosmetics. Now, I am going to apply this in the areas that I want my concealer to be applied. So this bad boy right here, this area of imperfections, and a little bit under my eye because I have some under eye creasing, and in the corner of my nose here. You can put this all over your face, but I'm gonna use it sparingly because a lot of the time with complexion products, a little bit goes a long way, and a lot of the time you're probably using way more than you need to, which I learned the hard way. So I'm going to take a little bit. It's a clear primer, so it doesn't have color to it. This isn't going to give you coverage or pigment or anything. It's just going to prep and smooth out. So I'm taking a very small amount, and I'm going to start by lightly dabbing this in the areas where I'm going to conceal. And I'm kind of patting it and pressing it into the skin. I'm not doing any crazy harsh pulling or tugging. A little bit on the, I don't know what to call this, the crease, the crevice of my nose. And this is where my pores show up the most. So if you have pores, you know what I'm talking about. Rachel said, "Happy birthday, Dana." Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Happy birthday, friend. Thank you. Yes, it is my birthday. So thank you all so much. And thank you for joining. And thank you for being here. Yeah, this is how we're celebrating today. We are beating our face. So I'm just lightly dabbing. And you can't see very well through the camera right now, but I'm not flipping you off. Oh my gosh, sorry. My pores are nice and smoothed out and filled in. And another really important area is the forehead. I know a lot of people have expression lines and forehead wrinkles. So this is really going to smooth those out and create a nice, smooth, clean surface for your complexion product. So that's it. Like I said, it's not giving coverage or anything. It's just smoothing everything out. And I actually like to give it a minute or two to kind of set. Otherwise, if you just go right on top, it might slide around a little bit under your concealer. So we're just going to let it set for a minute. And thank you all to everybody who's joining. Hi, we're really glad that you're here. I see we have some new viewers. We're doing Complexion today. And for those of you who just joined, we're doing a free giveaway today of the Amazing Cosmetics Illuminate Primer and Highlighter in the shade Rose. So if you're interested in winning this product, you have to be a Beauty Club member. It's totally free. You sign up here at this link and then just shoot us an email. It's hello@boutique.nyc. And let us know you want to enter the giveaway and you can win this bad boy for free. So please, join Beauty Club and let us know if you want to win this product. So anyway, I think that's enough time that the primer has set. So what I'm going to do next is conceal my blemishes, which there are a lot. A lot of you say, which is so nice and so sweet, every week you say how nice my skin looks, but girl, it is makeup. I swear. Look at this. Look at this mess. It is redness, discoloration. We all have imperfections. Hi, Alex. Thank you for joining. We all have imperfections and don't be ashamed of them. I go out in public like this. Most days I'm not wearing makeup at all, but if we want to hide them, that's cool too. And that's what we're doing today. Now I'm really excited to show you this product. This is called the Amazing Concealer from, of course, Amazing Cosmetics. And this is a cult favorite product. This is used by celebrities, makeup artists, all the works. Everybody who is a professional in the industry has heard of this and has probably used it on their clients. So this is a super, super pigmented product. And if you see me looking to the side, I have some notes because I want to get this right for you guys. But this is one of my favorite products that we actually carry at Boutique. And it's really awesome that we carry this because this is such a famous concealer. We carry it in 18 different shades at Boutique. So there's something for everybody, and it ranges from very fair to very deep. So you will be able to find your shade in this. There are cool shades, warm shades, and neutral shades, which I will talk about, finding your correct shade. But it's really important to find your correct shade when the product is highly pigmented. So this product is very, very concentrated with pigment. You can mix shades if you want to get your perfect shade, but you should try and get your perfect shade because it is so pigmented. If the shade is off, it's going to show. So for me, I'm using the shade Fair Golden, and that is because I am pale and I do have a little bit of a golden undertone, which means a little bit more yellow. So if you're curious about undertones, if you have a yellow tint to your skin, if you look, for example, at your wrist and your veins have a green tint, that means you're warm undertoned. If you look at your veins and they're blue and your face tends to be a little pink, this doesn't count because this is just redness. This is not my skin tone. That means you're probably cool toned. And if you are somewhere in the middle, you're probably neutral. But we'll get more into that as we go along. But I am actually warm undertoned. I'm Italian and Irish, but mostly my gold undertones show through. So enough gabbing. I'm going to apply this. Now, normally I would apply concealer after my foundation, But since this is kind of a color correcting product and formula and it's so highly pigmented, I'm actually gonna apply this before my foundation on my blemishes to spot conceal. And then after foundation, I will do my under eye concealing. So Alex says, I'm breaking out this week too, girl. Yeah, it is that time. Mother Nature is not being kind to us. Mine are blue. Yeah, so if your veins show up really blue, you're probably going to be a cool undertone. That's not always 100% foolproof, but usually that's a good indicator. So I'm going to start with this concealer. You can apply it using your finger. I actually apply it like directly on my face. I don't know how sanitary that is. And then I blend it out. So I'm going to use a very small amount. You need less than you think. I also learned that the hard way. Since this is very, very pigmented, you do not want to over apply the concealer. So I'm going to start by, it's a squeeze tube, which is really convenient. Just applying a little bit on the areas that I want to conceal. Again, I'm not doing my under eyes yet because I will do that after foundation. And like I said, we're still doing foundation, so you don't need to go crazy, but these are the areas that I want to conceal. And now there are several different ways you can blend this out. You can use a fingertip. I would recommend your ring finger because it has the least amount of pressure, so it's not going to tug at your skin. You can use a beauty sponge. This is the one from Amazing Cosmetics, the Smooth Blender. I'm obsessed with this. This is 10 times better than a beauty blender if you've tried a beauty blender. I've been through about 50 of them, and I tried the Smooth Blender from Amazing Cosmetics, and it's way softer, and it's a little bigger, and it's better. So try this one if you haven't. And it's cheaper too, so this is a really awesome tool for blending. But to blend out this concealer that I just applied, I'm actually going to use a synthetic brush because I want to keep the product where I applied it. If I use a beauty blender, it's going to shear it out a little bit more than I want. So I'm going to use this brush, and using light tapping, dabbing motions, I'm just going to blend in that concealer. Now, it looks a bit lighter than my skin tone, but that is because my face is very red right now. If you could see, it actually matches to my neck. So this is an actual match to my skin tone. It's a little bit hard to tell like when you have redness like this because I guess I get flushed when I do these. I don't know. But this is actually a match to my skin tone. And like I said, we carry 18 shades of this concealer at Boutique. This is like a cult classic concealer. If you watched like the OG beauty videos on YouTube, you've definitely heard of this. This was like all the rage and still is. If you watch like celebrity beauty tutorials, you'll see a lot of celebrities use Amazing Cosmetics. Alex said, I have a pile of dirty sponges. I can't be bothered. LOL. Me either, girl. I cannot be bothered. I can't. I just washed my sponge yesterday for the first time in like, I don't even want to say. But a tip for washing your sponges is to use a bar of soap. That is the best way to clean your sponges, I swear to you. Just a bar of soap, like I stole one from a hotel. I didn't steal it. It's not stealing. I took the bar of soap from the hotel I was at yesterday, and that is like the best thing to clean your sponges with. It gets all the makeup out because we want to be sanitary and not spread bacteria every time we use a sponge, even though I do that all the time. Don't judge me. But anyway, so I've just dabbed out the concealer. Yes, it looks wild. Don't worry. But the blemishes are all concealed. This is super pigmented, as you can see, and our blemishes are covered. So we're in good shape there. The next step is going to be foundation, which is going to make the biggest difference. And the one I'm going to be using is, shocker, from Amazing Cosmetics. This is called the Smooth Creme Concealer and Foundation because it is a foundation here in this tube but in the cap is a concealer, a cream concealer. Now, we already use concealer, so I won't be using this today, but this is really awesome for travel because it's 2-in-1. And yeah, so you could just take this on the go. It's your foundation and concealer in one. This is a water-based foundation. The concealer, the ingredients within here actually help minimize puffiness. It has peptides that are wrinkle smoothing, helps decrease the appearance of under eye bags over time. And it's anti-inflammatory and non-irritating. So if you have sensitive skin, this is going to be bomb for you. So mine is in the shade light golden. As you can see, I'm using something with a golden undertone, a little bit of a yellowy undertone. And I'm shaking it up a little because it is water-based, like I said. A lot of the times if your foundation's water-based, you want to shake it up a little. Andrea said, happy birthday, Dana. Love the tutorial. Thank you, Andrea. Andrea's from Amazing Cosmetics, so thank you so much. And thank you for the birthday wishes. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this foundation on the back of my hand. That's how I like to apply it. And then I'm gonna be using the Smooth Blender, which I just raved about, highly recommend. So I'm gonna squeeze a little on the back of my hand and dunk in there. And this is damp, by the way, that's important to mention. Run this under the faucet, squeeze it out. It'll grow in size and it gets super soft and bouncy. And it's like the I almost put it on this side. Oh my God. And it's the perfect texture for applying your foundation. Other Andrea said, happy birthday, you go girl. Thank you so much. And we are going to start applying this. And I'm going right over the concealer. And as you can see, it blends right in. That redness is gone. And since we applied the anti-aging primer, my pores are gone too. Everything is just kind of smoothing out and blending away. And this is a very pigmented foundation. It has really awesome coverage, so you don't need a lot at all. This is not heavy or cakey. Rachel has a question. She said, I might have missed this, but does it matter if you put the foundation directly on your face versus on your hand first? So that's a good question. It's really personal preference, I would say. I like to apply it on my hand first just because it gives me a little more control so I can choose how much I'm picking up on my sponge. I know some people who put the foundation directly on their face or directly on the sponge, which that's totally fine. I just find that it gives a little bit more control if you apply it on your hand first. But that's a good question. And as you can see, I'm just bouncing and tapping it in. I'm really pressing it into the skin. We're not pulling, we're not doing swiping motions. And pull it down your neck a little so that everything blends in. As you can see, that's a really great match to my neck. As you can see, that light golden shade is a great match for me. And since we applied the amazing concealer first, our blemishes are non-existent. They're gone. Our pores are nowhere to be found. And we're looking really smooth. And it also has like kind of a nice radiance to it too. If you can see, my skin actually looks a little bit glowy. I don't know if that's the foundation or, I mean, it has to be because my skin did not look like that before. Alex said, that coverage did you right. Yes. Oh my God. The difference, the before and after is so crazy. You saw all that redness and I used barely any product too. This is has really awesome coverage. As you can see, and it's nice and glowy and pretty too. So again, that was the Smooth Creme Concealer and Foundation, or cream. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. I like creme because that's like fancier, but it's probably cream. So from Amazing Cosmetics, the Smooth Duo, it's foundation and concealer. Cool. So now that the foundation is on, Alex says it does look radiant and hydrated. Yes, like I said, it's water-based. Oh, also, I moisturized before I started. That's very important. Since these products are highly pigmented, it's really important that you do your skincare first. So my skin was moisturized prior, before I put on the primer. So thank you for reminding me. That is a good point. But yes, it does look very smooth and radiant and hydrated. So next, we're going to jump back to the under eyes, because as you can see, this side is nice and brightened, and this side looks like your girl did not sleep, even though I did. I did sleep last night. Marlene says hi. Hi, Marlene. We are going to use the Amazing Concealer. And I also want to point out that they do have this in another formula as well. So this is the original, the cult classic, the favorite, the highly pigmented Amazing Concealer. And then this is the Amazing Concealer Hydrate, which it comes in a twist up tube. Mine's a little messy because I use it. But this is really awesome if you have a little bit drier skin. This is not as highly pigmented, so there's a little bit fewer shades in this, because since it's not as pigmented, you don't need to have that perfect shade match that you need with this, because this one's a little bit more forgiving. It can cover each shade can cover a wider array of skin tones. So this is Amazing Concealer Hydrate. Check this one out if you have dry skin, or if you just like something that's a little more nourishing and hydrating. This one. Barbara, hi Barb. She said, do you rinse the sponge in between uses? I know you said you don't use soap. Love the look. Thank you. So I do use soap. I use a bar of soap, which I don't know if that's like the recommended way, but it is foolproof for me. You should wash it between every use. Do I? No, but if it starts getting caked up, you should definitely wash it. I use just like a bar of soap, literally from the hotel I was at, under the sink with the bar of soap. All the makeup comes off. It's clean and shiny, good as new. So yes, I wash it with soap, and then just rinse it really good, because you don't want to, the soap, you don't want to put that all over your face, like mixed with your makeup. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yes, good question. Yes, you should wash your tools, anything that's going on your face. You don't want to spread bacteria every time you reapply your makeup. So Rachel says, how long between skincare and makeup do you wait? That's a good question as well. I like to give my skincare at least like 5 to 10 minutes to soak in before I go in with my complexion products. Now, that's being generous, because I usually don't have enough time to wait that long, but you should. So for example, wake up, do your skincare, whatever, and then while you're getting ready, like while you do your hair or while you brush your teeth, whatever, let your skincare soak in, and then come back and start your makeup. That's what I recommend. But if you don't have that much time to wait, it's not the end of the world, but I would let your skincare soak in. Barb said, got it, thanks. Great. Thank you for your question, Barb. And again, I'm talking, but for those of you who just joined, we're doing a giveaway today. We're giving away the Amazing Cosmetics Illuminate Primer and Highlighter in the shade Rose. If you want this totally free, make sure you're a Beauty Club member. You can sign up here. It's totally free. And shoot us an email, hello@boutique.nyc, and let us know you want to enter the giveaway. Anyway, we're finally going to conceal the under eye now. I'm using the Amazing Concealer again. Now, if you want to highlight and brighten your under eye, I recommend going 1 to 2 shades lighter than your face. Now, I'm going to be using the same shade, but if you want to brighten and highlight, you can totally go a shade or 2 lighter. So what I learned is that you need a lot less than you think you do. This is super, super pigmented. It's going to last you a long time as long as you are using the correct amount. So I'm probably still going to use more than I should, but all I'm going to do is, and like I said, I like to put it directly on my face, but you can put it on with a brush, your finger, or whatever. And I'm just going to start by doing 3 little dots under my eye. And honestly, that's probably still too much, but we'll start there. And for under eye concealer, you can use a brush if you want, but I'm going to go right in with the smooth blender, because this is my favorite way to do under eye concealer. And I'm going to make a crazy face because I need to stretch out the creases under my eye, and I'm just going to dab it and blend it out. And like I said, very highly pigmented. A little bit goes a very long way. So you can immediately see the brightening and lifting and highlighting that is going on here. And there's a lot of different, techniques for where to apply concealer. Some do it in a big triangle like that. I like to kind of keep it right under my eye and a little bit out because I feel like that lifts more. But I do blend it down so it doesn't look like I have like white raccoon circles under my eyes. But just gently tapping. And since we applied that primer, it is not falling into my creases. It looks really radiant and bright. And yeah, and since we're using the damp sponge, it helps just kind of sheer everything out, but not too much. You want the coverage, but it just helps it look super natural and pretty. So that's all you need. And I put some on my eyelid too because I have little veins and capillaries around my eye that I want to conceal. And then also that's a great base for eyeshadow. We're not doing eyeshadow today, but we would be prepped to do eyeshadow if we wanted. So awesome. So that's pretty much the liquid products for the face. Now, very important step is to set your complexion products in place. Now, if you have really dry skin, you might not want to use powder because it'll emphasize your dryness or flakiness, and that's fine. But if you are using under eye concealer, especially something that's really creamy and pigmented and liquidy like this, I would definitely recommend setting it with a powder. And what I'm going to use is the Velvet Mineral Powder Set, also, of course, from Amazing Cosmetics. And this is a translucent powder. So what that means is it does not have extra coverage to it. It is translucent. So you know what translucent means. Like light goes through it. It's not a solid shade. So it looks scary in the pan because it looks white, but this can be used on any skin tone. It is translucent. So you can see it on my finger, but when you blend it out, it disappears into your skin and it just leaves a nice, smooth, blurred look, and it sets your liquid in place so that it doesn't slide around or fall in your creases. So I'm going to be using a fluffy brush for this. This is the Amazing Cosmetics Velvet brush, I believe. It's just a fluffy paddle type brush that's perfect for using with this powder. And the first thing I'm going to do is set my under eye because we don't want it to crease. So I'm just going to grab some powder, tap, and go right under my eye with that. And I'm using dabbing, patting motions to really set it in place, and then you can kind of sweep after that. But I like to dab to really make sure I'm pressing the product into my skin. And as you can see, my under eye looks very smooth. There's no creases. And this powder is very silky and light, so it is going to mattify a little, but throughout the day, that glow that was on our skin, it's going to come back through. So if you like a glowy look, you can totally still use this powder because it will mattify you a little, but it's not going to totally take away your glow for the whole day. So I'm just dabbing that, kind of sweeping it all over my face because I am more on the oily side. So I do want to make sure that I am set with powder. And yeah, so that's it. We're all set in place. And as you can see, I'm a little more even now. I have a few more products to cover over here, but if y'all saw the before and after, that's crazy. I just used a few products. Just to review for some of you who just joined, the anti-aging face primer from Amazing Cosmetics. I applied this in my areas that I wanted to smooth out, fill in my creases and pores and things like that. Let it set for a little. Then I spot concealed my blemishes with the Amazing Concealer and blended it out with a small synthetic face brush. Then I went over top with the Smooth Cream Concealer and Foundation Duo, the foundation, with the Smooth Blender Sponge. And then I concealed my under eyes with the Amazing Concealer and then set it in place with the Velvet Mineral Powder Set. So Alex said, are you going out tonight to celebrate? No, unfortunately, I am staying in due to COVID, of course, but I did get my first vaccination shot yesterday. So hopefully when I get my second one, then I can go out and party. But we will be partying indoors at home with some Olive Garden. So that is what we're doing tonight. But thank you for asking. Okay, cool. So now that our face is totally smoothed out, one shade, this is the point where you would add some dimension back. So you would do your bronzer or contour, blush, highlight. Today I'm just keeping it really simple. We're trying to keep today's class a little bit shorter because I know I can go on, but I'm going to use the Be Radiance blush, and what is this? The Color and Glow blush and highlighter duo. I've featured this in almost all my beauty classes. Rachel said, "We love a safe and quarantined queen." Yes, we do. Stay safe, everybody. And Marlene said, "Yeah, I love Olive Garden." Me too. I haven't had it in so long, and I'm gonna eat about 100 breadsticks with Alfredo sauce. So I'm using this in the shade 01, and I'm going to use a blush brush and just do a little bit of blush because that foundation and concealer did such a good job of evening me out. I look all one tone now, so I just want to add like a little bit of color back to my face. And this blush is a little bit glowy too, so it's going to bring some of that glow back. So just a little bit, nothing crazy. Notice how I always say nothing crazy and then I end up like piling it on like a lunatic, but that's fine. And then I'm gonna take, did you see that? I just like threw a brush at myself. It's fine. The highlighter side with a smaller, denser brush and do a little bit of highlight right on my cheekbone just to match the other side. Okay. Cool. And now, if you guys can notice, something else is missing, which is Miss Eyebrow over here. So, surprise, surprise, this is from Amazing Cosmetics. It's the Amazing Brow Kit, which is exclusive to Beautique NYC. These three products together. It is their angled brow brush, their brow powder, and their brow gel, and this is also an eyelash primer, so it's really cool. So these three bad boys are like a little trio, little eyebrow trio. So all I'm gonna do, wrong eyebrow, I'm gonna brush up my hairs in place, which your girl needs to pluck. I know, you can roast me, it's fine. And this is in the shade 03. This is like a dark, not that dark, it's like a taupey brown. And with the angle brush, tap her off. And I'm just gonna lightly fill in my brows. Since we're going really natural today, I'm not gonna go super heavy-handed. Just basically filling in the sparse areas to match the other side. And again, thank you to everybody who is joining. We're really happy to have you, and thank you so much. We had some requests actually to do a beauty class all about complexion. So we hope that you've enjoyed. And if you have any more specific questions or requests, as always, drop a comment. Also, please feel free to like, feel free to share this video with your friends and fam because we are doing a giveaway. You just have to be a Beauty Club member, so please feel free to share this video if you know somebody who's interested in possibly winning the primer. Please share this with them and tell them to enter. So there is my eyebrow filled in, and now I'm just going to use the brow gel to set it in place. Just brushing it up. And if you aren't familiar with brow gel, I say this every time, it's like hairspray for your eyebrows. It keeps everything in place. And we're almost finished now. The last step that I'm going to do to this really simple, natural, complexion-focused look is just to add a little bit of mascara And this is, of course, the one from Dome Beauty. It's the Black Magic Mascara. It's totally clean and natural, nothing toxic in there. It is made from olives, actually, and it keeps your lashes really soft, but also gives them a lot of volume. And I'm not gonna, pile up too much today. I'm gonna keep it pretty simple, and it's gonna open my eyes a little bit since I'm keeping everything fairly natural today. But you can use any mascara you want. You can do eyeshadow if you want to add some eyeshadow. Of course, you can do a winged liner. You can do false lashes. You can throw on a bold lipstick. A lot of the time, if I don't do eyeshadow, I will do some fake lashes and then a bright lipstick. And that makes you look really put together, even though you're not. And you can put mascara underneath if you want, but I don't like to do that. I just like a bright, clean under eye, but you can totally do that. And you guys, that is about it. So again, thank you so much for joining. I hope you learned something about complexion today. We can totally do more beauty classes focused on complexion. I hope that you learned something about Amazing Cosmetics, which is a brand that we're really happy and proud to be able to work with at Beautique. You can check them out at boutique.nyc, Boutique NYC. Follow us on Instagram. It's at Boutique NYC, and you can follow Amazing Cosmetics as well. Andrea said, thank you, beautiful. Love your energy. Thank you so much, Andrea. And thank you for having me here to talk about Amazing Cosmetics products, which I love. And I know you guys will love too. Alex said, pretty no makeup look. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is what I would call it, a no makeup because it just looks like a nice natural complexion, a little bit of lashes, clean and awake look. Nice job. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely look more awake than I did 30 minutes ago. So that's the goal. And one last time before I sign off, I want to remind you about the giveaway that we are doing with Amazing Cosmetics. I know some of you hopped in at different times throughout the video. So if you're interested in winning the Illuminate Primer and Highlighter by Amazing Cosmetics, it's a really awesome glowy highlighter. And this is a huge tube, y'all. This will last you a long time. You just have to be a Beauty Club member. So the link right here, join our beauty club. It's totally free. And shoot us an email and let us know that you want to win this product. Katie said, so pretty, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. And yeah, that is it, guys. We will see you again next week. Please subscribe to our events calendar to know when the beauty classes are, because sometimes they are on Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday, and we don't want you guys to miss out. So subscribe to our events calendar at boutique.nyc. And I will stop rambling. Thank you for the birthday wishes, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you, everyone.